liberty.
Hey folks, Stacey Jones here, Basin Nights. Got my old buddy Cadillac here.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little NFL football.
Yeah.
But first, let's talk about what the governor said today. I know in my last vlog I probably ticked a few people off because I was saying some bad things about Greg Abbott.
Yeah.
But he had good news today.
Yeah.
He said restaurants could go from 50% to 75%.
Yeah.
They're going to allow people to come into nursing homes.
Yeah.
And I think they need to because, you know, there's been a lot of people that's been in nursing homes and their families hadn't got to go see them. And, I mean, there's been people that's died. You know, they died alone because their families couldn't go see them because of the COVID thing. So that's a good thing. And when I was watching that, I was just excited because I just knew owning a 51% bar that I was going to get open. You know, they were going to let me do some business. But no, Greg Abbott is being a rhino on this, okay? For some reason, he believes, obviously, that COVID-19, see, they call it COVID, that's short for coronavirus, that's what that is, because it came from China, okay?
Yeah.
China, by the way, is a communist country, okay? Anyway, he believes that COVID-19 is obviously not just a bad virus that'll kill you, but it's a very smart virus, that it knows the difference between a restaurant that is packed. There's one right down the street doing a lot of business, and I'm glad they are because I like to see people do business. You know why? Because I'm a capitalist. See, I'm not a communist.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he believes that COVID knows the difference between a restaurant and a bar, a 51% bar. See, Basin Nights is a 51% bar, just like many bars across the state of Texas. A bunch of them have went out of business. A bunch of them will never open again. I'm still trying to hang on. But for some reason, COVID knows that I'm a 59% bar, so we can't let anybody in here. He lied to us. He said that if the curve got down below 10%, and it is, and it stayed for a couple of weeks, that we would be allowed to get open. But today he said, well, because it's been nationally recognized as a hot spot, we're not going to allow bars to open. And nationally, that has nothing to do with the state of Texas. These other states that are still closing down bars are all Democrat-ran states. They're either governors and the cities, the mayors are Democrats. And you know what's funny is I voted for Greg Abbott, and he's a Republican. He's being a rhino. Like I said, he's being a rhino. Yeah, I'm still upset about this. I'm very upset. I've got myself and at least 4 other people that this is our sole living. Thank God you've got a different job.
Yeah.
But he does work for me part-time. You need that part-time job, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Now, I've applied for the restaurant portion to add to my liquor license so I can open as a restaurant. Because apparently, not only is COVID so smart, if you have food in front of you, it leaves you alone. It's okay. Yeah? You know what I mean? So as long as you can have some food, you can also have a libation.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a man, woman, or child that doesn't love a nice drink. That right there is a Diet Coke. Now, back to what I was saying. Once it's approved, I don't know when it'll get approved, but to all you customers out there that have been wanting to come into Basin Nights, I'm fighting for it, man. For you, for my employees. And we're going to do our best to make it through this and get back open for you. Because, once again, this place belongs to my customers. I pay the bills on it. And yeah, I'm very aggravated about this. Greg Abbott should have let us get open. And I'm not talking at 25%. I'm not talking at 50%. If the restaurants that are serving alcohol in there can go at 75%, then I should be allowed to do 75% too. So that's why I'm doing exactly this and sending some more money. I did it today to the state of Texas, so maybe I'll get approved to become a temporary bar so I can get open and I can maybe put some money in the pockets of these folks that work here. Maybe we can enjoy this place, because Basin Nights, I'll put this place up against anybody's. It is a fun place. It's a place that anybody can come and have a good time. If you're interested in a good time, this is the place. But nobody's getting to have a good time right now, or at least not here. Not here. All right, let me get off that. Now, let's get to something else. Something that's more exciting, like the NFL football. Did the Cowboys win? You know?
Yeah.
Anybody know? I don't. Oh, you know why? I'll tell you why I don't know. Is because for the first time since I was 8 years old, I did not watch the Dallas Cowboys on opening day. You know, doesn't that sound weird? It sounds weird. You know, I at least thought through this COVID crisis that I'd get to watch some football. And it's not because they didn't play. They did. They played. They got to play football. Of course, we can't be open here, but they got to play football. And the reason I didn't watch them is because the NFL has partnered with a communist organization. That's why. And that's what we're experiencing here. This whole experience has been nothing but communism. That's what it is. And I just can't support it, you know. Sure, I love my Dallas Cowboys. I used to tell you, you cut me, it's in my DNA. I bleed cowboy blue. Well, I figured it out. No, I don't. I bleed red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
That's what I bleed. Because I love America. And what's going on here, they're trying to destroy America. And yeah, I did. I got some repercussions over my last vlog. Don't really care. I've got some very good friends, and I think we're still friends because we can debate without arguing. You know, some of them don't agree with me, and I'm not going to agree with them, but we don't have to, because that's part of being a free American, is you can have your own opinion, you can voice your own opinion. And my friend, I won't mention her name, she and I had a long conversation, and you know, we're at odds on some of this. But I still believe in a free America that you ought to be allowed to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And that includes wear a mask if you want to, if you feel like you need to, or not wear a mask. Social distance if you want to, but if you don't want to, don't do it. Because it should be our choice. And folks, if I get COVID and I kick the bucket, it ain't a bad thing, because I've lived a free life. But I also want my nephew to, and I want all these my employees' kids to grow up in a free America. And right now, what's going on? And they keep telling us it's going to change. We got a vaccine coming. We got the, you know what? I'm sure that stuff's coming. But I can tell you this, that there is a group of people, and they wear blue, not cowboy blue, Democrat blue, and they would like to change the way our country is. I'm going to fight for it. I hope you will too. You know, one of my employees has a 9-year-old son. And Greg Abbott, I want you to listen to this. 9 years old. And he said, "Daddy, how come Stacey can't get his bar open?" And he said, "Well, see, the COVID virus is going around, and the governor thinks that people in bars, you know, you get those people together, that they might spread it to each other." And the little 9-year-old boy says, "But Daddy, we just went to Home Depot, and there was a lot of people, and we're eating at this restaurant, and there's a lot of people in here. And you know what? They're not 6 feet apart. Now that's something when a 9-year-old can reason this thing out. So you're being unreasonable, Greg Abbott. You, I believe, have an agenda. That's what I believe. And I don't care anymore. I'm just going to say what I feel. And if any of you folks see this and don't like it, you're welcome to place your comments. I don't care. I'm going to answer them, and I'm not going to fuss. We'll debate anything, but this is not right. What's happening is not right. But to all my great customers that have been trying to come by and do curbside with us and keep us going, don't give up on us. We're trying. Until next time, I'm Stacey Jones with Cadillac, Basin Nights. Jones out.